201. Tonight we're going to talk about inventory adjustments, reports, and money. This is just a little bit more in-depth than Pink Office 101. So if you've already seen that webinar, this is the next step for you. My name is Carrie Catlin. I am the support manager for Pink Office. I've been in this position for a year. June 16th is actually my 1-year anniversary with Pink Office. However, I have been with Pink Office since its conception I think that my husband actually had the idea in 1999, but we didn't actually become a business and have a product until 2000. So I've been around since the very beginning. Pink Office is very much a family business. We have Mary Kay in our family, and Mary Kay is kind of a family business too. So I've been a Mary Kay consultant, so right now I just personally use for many years. So I am very familiar with the products and the company and what it is you're trying to achieve and how you need to run your business. So if you ever need to contact me and you're explaining something, I get you. I know what you're talking about, and I know how, for the most part, I know that it is your own business, so you might run things a little different than maybe someone I'm familiar with. But I know the gist of it. So I think that can add a little comfort and give you a little comfort when you need something that we're on your team. We know what you're talking about, and we understand Mary Kay, and we understand the values of Mary Kay as well. So, okay, in reference to asking questions, if you ever do have a question, you can always send those to us to support@pinkoffice.com, support@pinkoffice.com, or you can click the Live Help Available button. If we are unavailable, you can email us, or if we are available, you can live chat with us right here. You can also click the live chat button here as well and get to that exact same thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started talking about your inventory. If you do have a question and you maybe don't want to talk to somebody, you want to see if you can find the answer for yourself, and that's great. If you can find the answer, we have put many answers to some commonly asked questions here in the Support Center. I clicked Support Center right here, and that took me to this page. So some of the most popular questions that we get: how do I enter my beginning inventory? How do I import from Mary Kay in Touch? Some things like how to create a sales ticket, some things like that. So search the documents here and see if you can find an answer to what you're looking for. How to break up and assemble a set. I actually created a new one of these today, so I like it a little better. I might go in there and change the one that I made a while back. So anyway, check that out. Check out the Support Center and see if you can find what you need to know. Okay, let's start with talking about making inventory adjustments. So I'm going to click Inventory, and then I'm going to click Adjustments. Any manual change you make to your inventory is an adjustment. If you change the on-hand values, if you loan product to a sister consultant, if you add an initial inventory, anything like that is an adjustment to your inventory. It just kind of makes sense. So to get to adding an adjustment, you click Add Adjustment. All your adjustments will be recorded, and you'll be able to see them here on the adjustment screen. They're recorded from most recent being on top of your list to the farthest back being on the bottom of your list. So let's start with creating a new adjustment, adding an adjustment. And if you click the little drop-down menu, you can see the different kinds of things that you can do. You can borrow, exchange, do a full recount, an initial count, loan product to another consultant, other, which I'll explain other in just a second, or you can zero all levels. If you zero all levels, that will become an adjustment that you can revert. So if you did that and then you regretted it, you can revert back to where it was. So what is really nice about Pink Office now is that you can't really make a mistake. We can track everything. Everything has a trail. We can see what happened. So if you happen to have a question about where a product went, what happened to it, when you ordered it, who it is that buys it, we have all of that recorded for you. It's input-output, so you have to put the information in to get the information back out. but nothing can get lost. Okay, let's start by talking about borrows and loans. So let's click borrow, and we are going to choose a contact. Now, you may not have your sister consultants in here already. We discussed adding contacts in the previous webinar. You can click new contact right here and just create a new contact card for her. I'm just going to say that this is a consultant for time purposes right now. And I like to put something in here like she will, or obviously we don't need the word will return June, let's see, at the end of the month. So she's going to return that to me at the end of the month, and I'm going to click save. Okay, and that takes me to this inventory adjustment page, and this is, I'm sorry, I'm going to return it to her. I am borrowing product. A loan is the opposite. A loan is when I'm giving product. She's not borrowing product. I'm borrowing product from Carrie. I'm sorry about that. I was confusing myself there for a second. So we're going to say I'm going to return it to her at the end of the month. Okay, and I want to borrow, just choose the product you're going to borrow. Let's say I want to borrow an oil-free eye makeup remover. Anytime you're searching on any of these real pale yellow search bars, it's best to choose the word that is most unique to that product. So in this case, it's not going to be oil-free, it's not going to be eye makeup, it's going to be remover. That's the most unique word in this product, so just type it in there, and all the things with remover will come up, which is a whole lot less than oil-free. I need to pick the one that says current, and that is in fact $15. This is the most recent product, and that is going to add one to my inventory. So this quantity here is a positive, my total is positive, and that's going to add one to my inventory. Now if I was borrowing more than one product, I could go ahead and make this list, but we all know that we're really not supposed to borrow and loan product. It's not the best way to run our business, so try to keep these to a minimum. And click Apply Borrow. Okay, I've got this nice little invoice here, and I can print this and give it to her. And it says right on here when I'm going to return it. This is my promise to her. So I can stick to that, be a woman of my word. I can print this. I can revert it to draft and change it if I need to. But one oil-free eye makeup remover has been added to my inventory. So let's say that it's the end of the month now, and I need to return that to her. I'm going to click Add Adjustments. And this time, my type is going to be other. And the reason that it's other instead of return is because return is confusing, whether it's to you, it's returned to you, or you're returning it. So I like this being other, and I'm going to show you what to do inside the adjustments so that you can make it say the right thing. I'm going to say return to Carrie for adjustments. Turn to Carrie in the number back there. So let's say this is, the date is the 30th, so that's what's happening now. Here we go, there it is right there. Okay, so it was number 41. Okay, and it was a eye makeup remover. And then we're going to find that in our list right here. Okay, but this time I need to take one out of my inventory. So it's showing me I have 3 on hand. Now, if you are returning this and you only bought one, it's going to say 1 on hand, and you're going to subtract 1. So you're going to do a negative number here. But my new level, or here, we can change by -1, and so this will adjust my new level. So I'm changing by taking 1 away. So my new level is 2, and my difference, the change amount is $7.50 wholesale. So I'm going to apply this to see that it takes one out of my inventory, and it says now I have two. So $7.50 is leaving my shop. So I have this nice little receipt, and again, I could give this to my sister consultant as a record for her, and be sure if she asks you how you got this handy dandy receipt, to let her know it's from pinkoffice, that you're keeping track of your inventory and running your business like a business. She will want to know that. All right, let's go back to adjustments and look at doing a loan. All right. So now this time, product is going to leave our shelf, and let's just say that is going to her as well, and that she's going to return it at the beginning of August. She's telling us, July. Oh my goodness, I put us back in the back of school already when I said the beginning of August. Let's give us some more time here. All right, so let's say that she wants one of those pretty, I love to do this just to randomly type stuff in here. The ballerina pink mineral eye color. She needs one of those. So she's going to borrow one, and I'm going to give her one. So $7 is leaving my shelf, and I'm going to apply this loan. If I wasn't done, I could save draft. I can give her this receipt and say, I've given you $7 from my inventory, so that's how much she owes you. And also, you've got that promise on here that she's going to return it. So it's always nice to ask them, when is it that you're planning on giving this back to me? Okay, so let's go to adjustments, and we're going to say that we're going to get that back. So again, we're going to do return. We're going to do other because it's a return. And this is adjustment 43. There. I don't understand the order that's putting those in tonight, but okay, return from Carrie, number 43. And she's going to give me back a crystalline. Okay, we want to be sure to choose the one that says current at the end, even though this one says new. That needs to be corrected. Choose the one that says current. The only product that is different from this is the day solution with SPF. It says new 514, SPF 30, I think it is. I can't remember right now. It's new from the 515 consultant order form, or 514, whatever this is, 16. It's the current Mary Kay consultant order form. That's the only one that says new after it. Other than that, and I want to get that fixed where it says current with that date. So always choose current. That's the most current products that you can order. We've got all this in there because consultants have these products on their shelves, but unless you know you have that product from a long time ago order, be sure to sell the current ones. Okay, so she is giving this back to me. So I'm going to change by 1. So this is going to make my new level 4. She borrowed an eyeshadow. She's giving an eyeshadow back. So it is, I can't even talk for a second. So my new level is 4, my change by amount. I can save draft if I needed to, or apply the adjustment. Okay, and I can print this off for her as well. Let's look at a couple other adjustments. Some other choices we have here are to do an exchange, a full recount, or an initial count. These two are going to be, if you want to, well, I'll show you an exchange first. It's a little different than loans and borrows. So we'll choose somebody different here. Choose your person. You don't have to give it a description unless you want to. And so here's what we're going to do. These are the products that are leaving my shelf. And I will choose to look at some time-wise products. That's kind of a broad category to just put in time-wise. So you're going to get lots of different things here. It may make it more difficult to find what it is you're actually looking for. So let's browse. Let's say we want a combination of oily 3-in-1 cleanser. I'm going to choose this time-wise category here. So here we go. The 3-in-1 cleanser, combination of oily. That's the one I want. Oh, that's the miracle set. Let's do just the cleanser. Someone is sitting over my shoulder that they just saw it go by, right? When you girls saw it. Here it is. Okay, so these are my products. And I'm done. I clicked the little plus sign and it added it. It's taking that out of my inventory. And she's going to give me, I'm going to do the same thing. Let's say she gives me a normal to dry to make it even. Oops. That'll be good. I'm actually glad I did that. I clicked that miracle set again, but we want to click cleanser. Okay. So I actually could leave it this way, and when I printed the invoice, it would tell me how much I owed her. So let's just do that. I could also delete this if I wanted to take it off of here, but let's just say I owe her money. So we're going to apply the exchange, and this is going to show that there is a $90 difference, and in this case, it's to Monica. So I owe Monica $90. She traded this $20 evenly, and I owe her $90, or I could owe her $90 in product as well. Okay, let's revert that to draft. Whoops, we made a mistake. Revert it to draft. Oh, I was not being patient enough. Doing the webinar slows down my internet. Okay, apply my internet connection. I don't own the internet, actually. My husband always teases me about that. Okay, so that's how we do an exchange with another consultant. Let's go ahead and look at doing a full recount. We looked at an initial count in pinkoffice 101. Let's look at doing a full recount. So for some reason, we didn't do everything that we needed to do, and we want to go through our inventory and make sure our numbers are looking really good on pinkoffice, that everything is right. Now this does take a minute to load because it's pulling all of my inventory records and it's going to put it into a form where I can edit it. At the very top of my order here, or my inventory. And I have all of my products listed, and I'm not sure the order that it lists these in. If it was up to me, I would have it, it looks like they're in alphabetical except for these that have dashes and something. So what you can do now is change your level. You have your on hand. To do your full recount, you're going to change your new level to be the actual number that you have on hand. So let's say I really had 5 of those. This was fine. This was fine. This has your section 2 in it as well. So it is everything. Let's say I have actually 5 of these and 2 of those, and so on and so forth until you get your amounts correct. And then maybe there's some products on your shelf that you hadn't entered in, so you can add those here just like any other time. I'm going to go, it's telling me the amount of difference, the change that is occurring. I think I didn't click off of one up there. The change that is occurring all the way down here. And then I'm going to either save draft if I'm not done, or apply adjustment, or if I don't like anything I just did, I can just delete it and not even do that. So that's how you do a full recount of your product. So if you ever need to go through and count everything, oh girls, the inventory always takes me so long. Okay, let's go to your inventory, browse and search section. Again, this is not my favorite page. I don't even look at my product here. Immediately, just go to your section where you're wanting to look at the product that you're wanting to see. I clicked 4 eyes. Notice I have the only show on hand button checked. I want to uncheck that so I can see all the products that are available to be purchased in this section of the catalog, all the products that fall under that category, so I can see other than what I just have on on hand. So let's say I need to see what's going on with this product. I'm going to click the product number, and this tells me that it's frequently purchased by this customer. And it tells me my sales this month, my total revenue from this product last month. And I can look at the transaction history, so I can see everything that has ever happened with this product right there. So let's look at assembling and breaking up a set. So I'm going to go to skincare, to time-wise, and we're going to look at the miracle set. I think I've had those miracle sets on my mind because I was clicking on them earlier. I was preparing to tell you about these. So I'm going to click on the part number here. And imagine that I bought these miracle sets, but I'm going to sell the cleanser out of it. So if I just sell my cleanser, it's going to change the number of cleansers I have in my inventory because the number of cleansers on my shelf is changing. However, the time-wise miracle set has a different number. It has its own number because it's purchased as a set. So in order to keep everything correct on my shelf, I am going to click Break Up Assemble Set. I want to break up one of these sets. Now remember, you can't break up sets you don't have. So you have to have at least one of them to break them up. Okay, and then I'm going to click Save. And it tells me right down here that one set of 072745, which is the miracle set, has been broken into its components. So now I only have one miracle set on hand. Even though I have more, I just have one set with this part number. So I've sold my cleanser. It's no longer a set. Okay, maybe I had all the products on my shelf and I want to sell it as a set, or I'm putting a cleanser back in it. So I'm going to click Break Up Assemble Set, and I want to assemble one set. Click Save. And now it tells me that it is broken into its components. So I might click the right thing. Sorry about that. It is assembled into its components. There we go. And I click 0. You have to put the 1 in there too. Okay, so that's how you break up an assemble set. If it says 0, you can just go back and make it say 1. All right, also we need to look at making products your favorite. If you are using the iPhone version, then you've noticed your favorite products are a lot easier to look at and to search from. And so the way you make products your favorite are by finding them in your inventory. And let's say I'm trying to remember something that I don't have as a favorite already. This miracle set, normal to dry, may not be. Nope, it's not. So I'm going to click on the name of the product, not the part number. This takes me to the product information page. I'm going to click on the name of the product, and then I'm going to click this little star right here. And that little star is going to add that to my favorite product. So I have this list of favorite products right here, things that I sell a whole lot that I want to look at all the time. Those are going to be listed right here. I also want to make note that Add a Custom Product will add products to the catalog. We don't want to add products that are available from Mary Kay at all to the Add a Custom Product section. If you notice, sometimes when you search, you might see several of the same thing. It does go into a general database, and so if I'm searching something that has this name, that's why I put special things on it like current. That's the one you want to choose. Make sure your part number is right. If you do something like that, then it does go into the general database, and it's searchable. So don't add products that already exist, because we have to deduplicate that all the time. I deduplicate things every day. Okay, let's look at reports really quickly. We spent so much time on inventory, we're going to have to buzz through reports. Okay, again, you can favorite reports, so you can look at these from your home screen by clicking the little star next to them. And tonight we're going to look at our sales by customer report and our tax info report. Those are my two favorites. Okay, so sales by customer, I've got my customer chosen already. I could choose her from the drop-down menu. I could select a date range that I want to choose from. I could just say last year to date and click Generate Report. And this is going to, I put something under someone else's name as if it was my own. This is just a demo account. That's why it says that. It might say gift or no tax or something like that on the side here. That's just your sale type. So I get to see all the products that she is purchasing. So I really like that because you know just at a glance what products she's using. So that is one of my favorite reports. Now let's look at the tax info report. I had put those in my favorite reports just a second ago, and that's how that got there. Okay, the tax info report is everything you need to know. Again, input, output. You've got to put the information in or it's not going to be there. So just know that ahead of time. Input, output. The top of this from total mileage up is really what you need to file your taxes. Sales by item type down, this is a breakdown of some of the sales information from the top. It's not any additional information, it's just a breakdown. So this amount here, this is going to tell you quarterly. Obviously the third and fourth quarter don't have any information. It tells you quarterly your income and your expenses. So let's go ahead and look at, and your mileage, let's go ahead and look at really quick how to add income and expenses. Okay, actually I want to start with income. Income is going to be anything, any way you are making an income other than through your sales. So if you happen to charge, let's look at the income types that I have here. So if you happen to charge to do bridal makeup, then you can add that as an income type. And I hope you're making commission. So if you're getting commission checks, you are going to add that as an income type. So let's look at adding income. So I'm just going to add some income. Let's say I charge for bridal makeup for Monica's wedding, and I charged her $50. And I can click Save, and that adds to my expenses. So that's how you add expenses. It's pretty straightforward. Income, I'm sorry. This is how you add income. And expenses work exactly the same way. And I can search my expenses too. Let's go back. I don't add a whole lot since this is a demo account here. So I can search and look at expenses that have been added this year. So let's go ahead and add an expense. That's the same way we can add expense types as earlier. I have a bunch of different things in here. These are all the different expense types that we have. So let's go ahead and say that I am going to pay for a babysitter so that I can go to that. I created that in my date book just a little while ago for today. So let's say we had a babysitter for that, and I had to pay the babysitter $25. I'm sure that you're actually paying her in product, so she feels like she made $25. So, okay, but if I had to actually pay her, then that would be an expense that I would create right here. And all of this is going to populate in your report later on. All right, and mileage, this is the only one that's not actually money. It all works the same way. Add a vehicle, add mileage. So I've got my vehicles in here already. I don't actually have a Cadillac, but I do have an Armada. So let's go ahead and say that we are traveling to and I had to drive 15 miles there and back. And that adds to my total miles on my mileage page. Okay, So we have looked at inventory, we kind of touched on reports and money. Let's look at contact reports really quick. So we're going to jump over to reports, and I want to show you the upcoming birthdays and anniversary. And you know what? This is another one of my favorite reports. Upcoming birthday and anniversary report. So I want to search birthdays for June. So I've got my customers whose birthdays are in June, and I want to create labels. And this is going to generate these labels so that I can send my lookbooks as birthday cards with a special little discount. And again, we were talking in Pink Office 101 about making your customers feel special. And I like to think we have little things like this built into Pink Office. It takes a second for us to make those labels. Little things like this built into Pink Office that help you make your customers feel special. So we can peek there, and there's the labels for those customers. They didn't all have information. So you've got to make sure that they've got address. You could actually run that missing report, missing information report, and see who it is you don't have addresses for so you can get that from them. Okay. All right, girls. You can like us on Facebook. Please find us on Facebook and click like on our page. You can follow us on Twitter. As always, you can send us questions to support@pinkoffice.com. Check out the Support Center. See if the answer to your question is there. And you can always contact us during live chat hours by clicking there, or sending us an email by clicking on Live Help Available or Live Chat button over here. Thank you so much for coming to Pink Office 201. I hope that you're really excited about taking really good care of your business and really good control of your business, and you're going to run your business like a business. We're so excited that you chose Pink Office and that we can partner with you, because your success is so important to us. We just are so excited about all of you that are out there making women feel special and beautiful, and that we kind of get to be a little part of that somewhere along the way. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we hope to hear from you soon.